welcome. Episode 2 is here. Another week in the books, gentlemen. Time's flying. I heard actually a tweet or someone say that it's 36 days until the first day of fall semester.
Yeah.
Wow.
If that's not crazy, I don't know what is. Oh, hey, look at that. We're looking great. The feed's looking good today. We made some improvements, hopefully. So remember, this is Chat Pack Live. This is our live podcast every Sunday about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time here at twitch.tv.
Is that Ohio time?
Eastern, yeah. We're on the East Coast.
This is our guest.
I am not even from here.
Should we introduce our guest?
Yeah, let's
We'll get
there.
We'll get there.
All right, we're gonna try to not interrupt Paul. Paul, go ahead.
I was giving the
intro. Yeah.
Paul. Continue, Paul.
Go ahead.
Sundays,
Paul,
live.
go ahead.
Twitch.tv/chat_pack. We'll be here podcasting it up, probably following it up with some vids. I believe Ben Colvin's playing some Civilizations 5 tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that is
after the cast.
After the podcast. So I think if you're not watching Evo, which I don't think really any of us realized that Evo was on.
Well, Evo didn't realize we were on. So
yeah, true that. But, if you're watching Evo, tune into this after Evo when you're watching some highlights. Or stop.
Yeah.
Stop watching Evo and come here. Anyway, we have a guest here. Once again, I'm Paul Holden. I guess I don't really need to say my last name. Why do I say my last name? I think I'm used to that from my radio, the radio stuff. Because I got to put my last name with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where that comes from. I'm Paul. We got Ben here on my right, Trevor over there on my far left, and filling in for Caleb, a.k.a. Caleb Still Sucks, we got Matthew LeBar, a.k.a. the high bar, because he's going to set the bar high on this podcast for content. If that's not a quality pun, Matthew, I don't know what is.
Well, I will show you.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Caleb
is
is at Forecastle, the music festival, probably waving that long, luscious hair in the wind.
Probably.
You know he is.
Yeah.
He's got more full facial hair now,
good.
so it's not just straight mustache. Also, special shout out to my Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos for re-signing Von Miller this week. Big news coming out of football. I knew this wasn't going to be a topic for anybody but me, but huge news for the Broncos, man.
Yeah, that's
huge.
That's great.
When you guys are forced to watch so much football this fall, you guys don't understand. The TV is taking over. Football's on that TV all day. You're used to it.
Football's on that TV, and I will be upstairs on the internet.
Well, there you go.
So
anyway,
yeah,
you guys are lame. You guys are real lame. Anyway, let's get started. Today's first topic. I'm going to kick it off. Mr. Dennis is not in the shot, if anybody's wondering where the dog is. He's currently laying on Trevor's feet and under the table. Anyway, I was playing some Dead Rising 3 this week. And, we play a lot of video games in this house. And we do a lot of things video game related. But I also realized that the Dead Rising games aren't really the best. They're not the best games. But they're kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't really talk too much. You don't hear too many people talking about them. So that kind of got me thinking. What are some of your guys' guilty pleasures? Video games, movies, songs, anything, for example. For me, I'm not a Drake fan, but I'll jam to Hotline Bling because that song's my jam. And that dance in the music video cracks me up. The fact that that's a real music video is so funny. Drake literally just went up there and he's like, I'm just going to move my body. And everyone was like, love it. I'm in.
I love some of the parodies of his music video. Have you seen that?
The one where he has a racket and he's hitting tennis balls. Yeah.
There's, I don't know if you guys know this, but, we have our student senate here, like at OU. The University of Cincinnati Student Senate, one of the people who was running for president, they made a video of the Hotline Bling video, except it was, what are they, Bearcat Bling or something?
Bearcat
And they recreated the whole video. It was actually, really well done, but so ridiculous.
There's really talented people out there, but some other things.
Yeah.
It's debatable. This is talent, right? Being on here, doing this. Maybe. Trevor setting all this up, that's talent.
We got it working this time.
Yeah. We're running great right now.
Second time's the charm, yeah.
No clue if our audio's good, but we're watching ourselves, which is kind of weird. It's we have literally there's four views of us going on right now, which is kind of funky.
Oh, yeah, really? Camera there.
Yeah, I know. We're looking good. But no, so other things that I would say are guilty pleasures of mine are dog videos, because I'm a huge dude.
Well, I mean, you have the entire thing with pugs, and most people.
I mean,
Find them repugnant.
Yeah, there you go. Very good.
Number one, pun number one.
Yeah, we should have a counter. Honestly, we should be keeping track of this.
Other games, I would say guilty pleasures. The Army Men games.
I think those are okay.
Dude, I don't know, man. If you played the ones on the N64, the controls on that game and the difficulty, it's broken. That game, I can't beat that game without cheats. No way. It's ridiculous. Except Army Men RTS, I can beat that game without cheats. I'm trying to think of like movies, but I'd argue that the movies I like, other people like, other than say Nacho Libre. But I know a lot of people that love that movie.
No, I think I think you can't really like say it's a guilty pleasure because you're so loud about liking that. Movie.
It's such a
it doesn't seem like there's any guilt.
Yeah, there's no guilt. But like songs, I don't really know, but because like most of the stuff I just like don't really care if people know that I like. But like there's some stuff that it's just like
maybe the problem is you just don't have a sense of shame.
That could be.
I have some shame.
There's a couple songs like a lot of the newer like pop kind of techno almost songs like Calvin Harris comes to mind. Like songs like that I will jam out in the shower too, but you won't catch me like doing whatever down here listening to it.
I always like that's kind of one of those genres where I'm confused like when you're supposed to be listening to that music, because if you watch the music video, it's like people are like dancing and there's like neon things going on like everywhere. I'm like, I'm never in that context.
Maybe
like
it's not for you then.
I'll just be going on a walk and it feels so wrong to be listening to that music then. You know what I mean? Maybe the shower is the way to go, but
maybe you just need to go clubbing more.
I should just go clubbing more.
Yeah, just head on over to the local Athens club.
Yeah, I go to the clubs for the music.
You count the Crystal as a club?
No.
It's kind of close.
It's just, I mean, essentially the bars are kind of close to what you imagine like the club is. But
one time,
I think of club. I think of like it's like the big dance floor, and then like the big like rafter area that everyone's chilling. You know what I'm talking about? And just, like,
yeah.
a DJ up and like that's a club.
That's like a big club.
That's like a club.
Yeah, like and you need like the strobe lights, where you're like, if I was a different person, I'd be having a seizure right now.
I guess there is a difference.
I have a story about a time that I went to a club.
Did you actually go to a club?
I went to a club. Yes, I went to a club once. It was for a friend's birthday at school, and we went into Charlotte, and we went to a club called Bar Charlotte.
Bar Charlotte.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little confusing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be Club Charlotte?
Just like I don't know. It was definitely like a club though, and like apparently right across the street was this super cool club where there's like salsa dancing or something. But instead, we decided to.
Thank you for the prime.
For those of you listening in and not watching, Paul just started dancing, and it was kind of scary.
Yeah,
I got fly moves.
Paul, go ahead, Matthew, with your story.
So anyway, we're like on our way over there. We've driven over and like gotten dinner, which was quite the hassle because several people wanted to eat at Hooters, but for the food, which was really confusing. Then we ended up eating at Fuel, which is a really good pizza place, but there's a homeless guy who went over and told us about how he served, and his like year numbers didn't quite add up, and he made us all be quiet while he sang along to the guitar part of a song that was playing in Fuel. And the guy at Fuel bought him pizza, which was nice because then we didn't have to. It was a really weird experience.
You haven't even made it to the club yet.
We haven't made it to the club yet. So we go to the club and we're on our way and we're talking about it. And one guy's like, yeah, it seems like not that. And this is the guy who like we're doing this with. Yeah, it's not a good idea to go to a 2-star club. We're like, Andre, why is this a 2-star club? He's like, the reviews say that there are midgets slapping strippers' asses. I'm like, oh, so
whoa.
so it's gonna be an interesting.
That only got 2 stars.
It's gonna be an interesting kind of bad. And we get there, and they mark our hands with X's because we're all under 21. Mm-hmm. And we go and we sit at a table, and there's nothing going on. And after an hour of doing nothing, we leave because
that was it.
Boring. Yeah,
the gas station was better than that.
Yeah,
oh,
that was wild.
You had a pretty crazy incident at the gas station yesterday.
Oh yeah, well actually it was a little like corner store.
Like the same thing. It just doesn't sell gas.
So I was uptown and I was looking for my friend and we weren't able to find him. No, I wasn't looking for Chris. I was looking for my other friend Dan. Okay, I was with Chris. We were having a great time, me and Chris.
A lot of one-syllable names there.
Anyway,
syllables in Cleveland or something.
Anyway, so we're walking into the corner store because we're trying to grab a snack, and this car pulls up, and this guy sticks his head out the window, and he looks dead in my eye. He says, "Y'all fuck with Donald Trump," and I mean, I was like, I'll be honest here, no. I'm in Athens. Like, this is a very liberal town. I think that's okay. He's like, and then he looks at me and says, "Well, I don't fuck with you." And I was like, well, I'm going to go into the store now. Have a good day. So I walk into the store, and I thought, like, okay, this is weird, right? Like, that was the weird thing of my night, but it was not. Because we get in, and we, like, usually you just go to the counter or whatever, grab your things, but we, like, walk to the back of the store and go around because there's a very strange conversation happening. And there's a very large black man. He's a nice guy. He's trying to order his stuff and get out of there. And then next to him is a stranger, a man. He's got a funky mustache.
Is it Caleb?
That was my first impression, but it was not. No, he has his shirt tucked into his pants, and he's kind of standing with his hands on his hips, And he's like, "Oh yeah, I like your body." To this large black man, and the black man kind of like looks at him. He's like,
Who is that okay to say to?
Well, at first, like, our first take was, oh, this man's, like trying to start a fight or something. But he was, like, serious.
And this is all happening in a speedway.
Well, it's not, it was Union Street, like the Union Market. Yeah, it's a little market,
like... in a gas station.
Yeah, it's, like, smaller than this room.
Yeah, and so then this guy with the mustache says, "You work out? Because you have a great body." The guy's like, I appreciate that. Like, go away. And then this poor guy, he's ordering a Slim Jim. And so the dude with the mustache turns to the guy's like, "Oh, you're ordering a Slim Jim? I think I might get a Slim Jim." In a very sexual way. Like, that's what we were getting out of this. And I was so just confused because I've never experienced that before in my life.
Well, which end?
Is that why you guys kept saying something about a Slim Jim earlier?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so then, like, they check out and they're gone, and the cashier, like, turns to us, he's like, "That was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me." And I was like, "That was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me." Like, oh my god.
This Slim Jim and the cashier have it or anything?
No, we just shared a Slim Jim. Called it a day.
Well, I'm surprised that you were paying attention to that when you weren't too buried in your phone playing Pokemon Go, because that seems like what you and everyone else have been doing.
Well, actually, that's my topic, and I don't want to get there before sharing one of my guilty pleasures.
Oh, okay.
So I want to go into...
Okay. I'd like to say one of mine as well.
We'll go around.
This is a catharsis moment.
I forgot. We went on like two different
but you know what? We came back.
Yeah,
we came back.
Wrap it back in.
So my guilty pleasure is Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies.
Oh.
And I don't know what it is. But I will get a box of those. Yeah, I think when I first discovered them, I was actually hanging out with you. Probably. And I ate an entire box. And it was really good. And I mean, like, honestly, like, nothing. I'm usually not crazy about, like, processed food or anything like that, but...
I've seen you put down those, actually.
Yeah. I just think they're delicious. Honestly, like, if I was at, like, 3-star restaurant, going through the motion, get all my 9 courses blown away, and they bring me an oatmeal cream pie in the wrapper and everything, with a little fork and knife, I would be like, this place is great. They have earned my respect.
Just for Little Debbie. Is it
just
other Little Debbie's
or just No. The other one, like the cosmic brownies.
Oh man,
those
are
those are so bad.
They were good as kids, but
it's like eating a brick.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate brick gut bomb. It's like you just feel it for hours. You're just like, why did I do that?
So I guess some of us are too good to eat bricks.
Ben, the honey buns, man.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. I mean, because Trevor, you brought a couple of honey buns with you, and I've like tried to eat them. And there's one I put down, but usually I cut them in half, and I eat half a honey bun because it's just so much.
You only get like 400 calories if you eat half.
Yeah. So, it's like
I had an airline attendant call me honey bun once, and the people I was going with on the trip, my cousins, then called me honey bun for the rest of the
Oh,
nice. Oh, I don't want to knock that down. All right, Matthew, guilty pleasures.
I have a lot, but really a lot. But I have a real soft spot for like really shitty pop music.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, like
Oh, is that right?
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just like ready to hear this. I'm excited. Go ahead.
Well, you know how normally like the music I listen to is not shitty pop music. It's like progressive rock, sort of thing. But you just
basement.
yeah,
That's what you just play the bass, so that's what.
yeah. But you pop on some Taylor Swift's newer stuff. Shake It Off. That's a real like.
That's a good song.
That's a dance anthem, man.
It is a dance anthem. I've gotten down to that song.
Yeah, and
I've been getting down to there's a Beyonce song that I've been jamming to. It's something you just putting middle fingers in the sky and then telling boys bye or something like that. I think that's
I've heard
part
it a
of
couple times.
I just really like a
Actually,
lot of like modern pop dance music. It's just
And sometimes you need to get some like random jams that just like
Yeah.
got a good beat. But then you just think it's like literally this is just some random beat that some dude made with some
it's
lyrics.
Some
it's
Ghost
no
Rider.
Hemispheres by Rush.
Right.
That's a great
Yeah.
album.
Paul, I hear you enjoy a certain song that starts with boom clap.
Oh yeah, I don't know the name of that song, but I love that song. That song is a jam, dude. Boom, clap, nah, because
Yeah.
boom, clap, the sound of my heart. That sound in my heart. Yeah, there we go. Does anyone know what the name of that song is? Is it boom clap?
No,
Probably
I know
Boom Clap.
I'll never forget
What's
Speaking of boom
Charlie
clap,
XCX or something is the artist.
I'll never
Sounds
remember
like
that.
something.
Charlie
I don't know.
XCX.
I remember I
Something
was in
like
a
that.
line once for lunch in middle school, and this girl just like came up to this kid in line and just started to like, boom snap clap the boom snap clap to the boom snap clap, like right in his face, and I was like sitting behind him, and I was like, and she just walked away after, and I was like, what just happened? Middle school is weird. That might be a topic for a different time. Middle school is that just made me. Oh.
Well, is this it?
Yes, that's all. Yeah, it's Charlie XCX. There you go.
You should just fast forward the chorus because that's what I'm
I
trying
don't know
to.
when the chorus
Oh,
comes.
that's
up,
true.
though.
I think it's the only part of the song I've actually heard.
Yeah, the rest of this is not good. I really like that chorus as well.
Oh, dude, it goes off.
It goes
Sing
on and on.
Oh my god.
Beat goes on and on and on and on.
I wonder how
I'm
that's
not feeling
coming
it.
through on the mic.
We'll close out the stream to the song. I think that's
There we
Beat goes
yeah.
on and on and on and on.
Fair use though. You got to make sure you use
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
properly.
actually.
because we got to. We're not monetizing this, so
We got off on a total tangent again.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's
So
all right.
yeah, do you have a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. The one that I've been thinking about is like basically cartoons. Like, I don't know if this is really a guilty pleasure, but just
Like what cartoons though?
Like, I'll watch anything. Like, there's obviously SpongeBob. We've been watching a lot of, but like it's
SpongeBob's
all the
great.
Cartoon Network stuff now. Like Adventure Time.
Not now. I feel you. I feel you on cartoons though, but I don't agree with you on now.
Not
Keep
now.
going. Keep going.
I was gonna say Adventure Time now, and then what's the other one?
Actually, that's not true. I guess it's not. I can't.
Regular
say.
show, and then the whoever's world, Gumball's World.
Oh,
or
dude,
something like
Gumball
that.
sucks.
I just like the art style of it.
See, that's what I like. That thing,
Like
but
the
the
visual
show's
style.
terrible.
The show is terrible.
Yeah, I
That's
feel the same
interesting.
way about you. I'm like, I'm 21 years old and I still turn on Cartoon Network.
Dude, like I think
all the time.
on Netflix.
But I hide from watching it down here because I never know what people are going to say. But like, so now I'm just kind of like, fuck it. But like,
I think Netflix doesn't Netflix have a bunch of the old cartoons.
Hulu.
Because
Hulu.
does?
Hulu
I'll
is the
watch Courage
ultimate-
Cowardly
Where
Dog
can you find
all day long.
SpongeBob?
we
Found it on
found
the
it
internet
online.
somewhere.
Yeah. But no. Also, Hulu only has the most recent episode of SpongeBob, and new SpongeBob's not good. But like, dude, Hulu's got Foster's, Flapjack,
Dude,
Johnny
Foster's
Bravo,
Home, I love.
Dexter's Lab, Chowder. I mean, it's got everything Cartoon Network, and I'm pretty sure
Chowder, what a
Nickelodeon
strange
too.
show.
Chowder was a strange show, but it had some zingers, man. That show was good, but like Nickelodeon now is terrible because because SpongeBob's bad now, and all their stuff is like way for younger kids. So it's like
Yeah.
I never except the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is actually pretty good.
They have a new
The art
Teenage
style.
Mutant
It's been
Ninja
going on for a couple of years now. The art style's still a little weird, but it's
Yeah.
definitely good.
Is it like those? They're like the turtles with the big hands and feet, and they're like weirdly disproportionate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been. You've probably seen it. You've
I have
probably
seen
seen it
a little
around
bit of it.
or seen it.
What turtle is everybody?
Michelangelo is my favorite. I don't know if I am Michelangelo, but Michelangelo
I see
is the
Michelangelo.
coolest turtle by far.
I see you as a Michelangelo.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Michelangelo is the jam.
Yeah, I'm a Donatello guy myself.
I can see that. Ben's definitely Donatello.
Yeah,
You're Donatello. You're the science guy.
You know, to be honest, I never really watched that show. I'm not.
Oh my God.
Michelangelo.
I was homeschooled. What can I say?
So was I, Ben.
Yeah,
well-
I feel like homeschooled would expose you more to that stuff.
That's just my excuse to get out of anything. Somebody would be
That's
like,
true.
"Hey, can you like fill out this
No,
this
sorry,
form?"
man.
I'm
Anything that
sorry,
was-
I was homeschooled. I can't do that.
Jesus doesn't believe.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Before
So-
we move on, I just want to say Ralph all the way. Raphael.
Is he like
Did you
he's
say
an
Ralph?
angry guy?
You mean
right?
Raph?
Raph.
Raph. Ralph
Okay,
would
so
make it a lot less.
Ben's got to be Leonardo then.
Who's Leo? I don't know.
The blue one.
The,
Yeah, he's
the
he'd be the
artist,
leader.
the painter.
Yeah, they're all named
They're
after
named
painters.
after-
That's the
Did
point.
you
What?
not
I mean,
notice
I
that
feel
with
like-
the last
Dude,
three names.
Have you ever seen Donald Glover's stand up when he's like, if you heard the idea for Ninja Turtles without knowing what Ninja Turtles are, you'd think it's a homeless person's fever dream. They're all named after Renaissance artists and their leaders are rad. It's like walking down the street. It's like, stay away from that guy.
That's true. That's like that'd be true for a lot of like.
I think pretty much every
Out of
cartoon.
context,
like
a lot
really.
of things don't make sense.
But Adventure Time is one of the best shows on TV. Period.
Oh, I love Adventure
Period. Adventure Time is the jam, and like it's not a kids' cartoon anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They've had some crazy episodes that there's no way kids would understand. Like, maybe they would. I don't know. I guess, but at the same time, regular show's good, but they don't show regular show that often. But all that's on Hulu.
Radio
everything-
stations will always be on it. Like,
Same with Adventure
8.
Time. Cartoon Network has like everything on Hulu. Samurai Jack.
Oh, dude.
Is on
Are they coming
Hulu?
out with a new
Yeah.
Samurai Jack?
I think it's soon too, actually, and I'll be watching that because Samurai Jack. I've been rewatching it lately. It's so good. It's crazy, dude. There are some episodes where he'll literally say 3 words and then fight for 27 minutes, and it's just like, Samurai Jack.
Sounds like a
I
Game of
am
Thrones
excited for
episode.
yeah, it does. Samurai Jack.
Bow Jack. Now Jack.
Oh,
Oh, Samurai Jack.
So much
What's
singing in this episode.
Anyway,
Shall we move on to the next topic?
yeah. Unless anyone has one that they're dying to say.
Go on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's go on. That's actually 3. That's number 3.
We challenged Matthew, the pun master, to make a pun for every topic. And our second topic
Pokemon Go.
is Pokemon Go.
And it's sweeping the nation. It seems.
That's
I think,
an understatement.
I think this Matthew.
sweeping the
Do you
globe.
have Pokemon Go?
I do. I got lots of Pokemans.
Oh yeah.
You wanna-
Okay, so that means everybody here has Pokemon Go. We've all.
But all of you play it more than I do. I don't play.
Oh, well, lovely.
I'm
level 2.
Can I
Wow.
share some
Yeah,
of
you don't
my,
play that much.
Yeah, what Pokemon do you have? Are these just nicknames?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've named
Man.
almost all of my
Let's hear
Pokemans.
this.
That's what I like to hear.
It's loading up.
You know, if you nickname an Eevee one of the 3 nicknames from, like, I think it's one of the TV shows, it'll evolve into either Jolteon, Vaporeon, or...
You named
what's the last one? Flareon?
is that
depending on
Psyduck?
its
Yes.
Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say
Psyduck
like,
is Bill.
that's
Because he
just
has
who
a
he
bill.
evolves. into.
Firecat.
No, like,
Based on the
depending
nickname, yeah.
Moist Turtle. Whisker
What?
Cat.
Was that Meowth?
Bob. Wake Up. Drowsy is Wake Up.
Just wake
You named your Odish Herald.
Otis? You mean Oddish?
Well, yeah, same thing. Clefairy is Dixon.
Holy cow, you have a ton of Pokemon.
Yeah, you really have been going crazy. I guess you work up, like uptown,
Yeah,
so you
so
can
I
get
can
all the
just sit
Pokestops
there,
and
yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, I can hit a Pokestop from Amanda's apartment. I just discovered, so I might hang out over there sometimes.
Clefairy's
See,
name's
I don't know,
David.
man. I've like haven't gotten the drive to go out
That's
there
amazing.
and like get Pokemon.
No,
I think it's stupid.
It's kind of
It's not
gimmicky.
stupid. It's gimmicky.
But
It's
but
gimmicky.
here's the thing. I like totally agree it's gimmicky and it's like not my
But
kind of
it's
video
cool,
game.
like while you're walking, just to have like a little something extra. Like I have like
Oh,
a
yeah.
15-minute walk from work to here to take my car, and so there's like something for me to do while I'm walking.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Is it's such a cool idea because like when a big video game comes out, everybody disappears and you don't see them because they're all playing that video game. But what happened with Pokemon Go is suddenly it's like everybody's outside right next to you playing Pokemon Go.
It's definitely bringing people together.
Yeah, and it's
kinda
awkward.
cool.
It's awkward
awkward.
because you'll be like trying to take a gym and there's like this dude right next to you also trying to take the gym. And like just my personality. I'm not going to talk to this guy. So we're just both like playing Pokemon Go, not acknowledging each other. But I think it's really cool. It's a really cool like idea.
I feel like it would be cool if you could battle him.
Yeah, I think they could have added a lot of like
you know
cool
what I mean?
stuff.
Like if you might be coming because they're probably just focusing on releasing it everywhere because it just came out in Canada today, I think, and it's like slowly building. But like, I don't know. I like see it and like I understand why people like it. So I don't like to be a curmudgeon about it because it's definitely a cool idea. It's just I'm not big on the cell phone stuff in general anyway. So it's just I got 4 games. You guys have heard the spiel already, but I got 4 games on my cell phone. One of them's Tiny Wings. One of them is the Adventure Time version of Tiny Wings. The other one is Fallout Shelter, and that's just because it has Fallout in it. It's made by Bethesda. And then I have Pokemon Go currently installed, but like
I don't think I have it.
Fallout Shelter is cool though.
Fallout Shelter was cool, but like that was another thing. Like if you really wanted to make a cool vault, you had to pay for it, and that's what's going to happen to these people. You're going to run out of Pokeballs, and then the craze will die
It's
because
really easy to get new Pokeballs.
But like. You're going to need a lot of Pokeballs because they give you that base amount.
I mean, it's like that and lures and all those kind of things that you have to spend money for. I understand, but I mean, they're just monetizing it.
Yeah, no,
there's nothing wrong with that.
But that's my thing. I just microtransactions and pay to win and pay to do this in games drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather pay a fee and get a Pokeball generated every, I'd rather pay $5 for the app or whatever and get Pokeballs that, maybe it keeps you on that limit and you can still buy them. But I want a timer that gives me Pokeballs every 20 minutes, if I pay for it already.
But what if you run out of Pokeballs and there's a Squirtle in front of you and you have to wait 20 minutes?
Well, you have the option to pay for it, but like...
You can catch Squirtles.
Only at the beach though, right? Like,
there's one around here apparently right now.
What?
Really?
Right,
okay, we're gonna have to close down the podcast.
There's a Squirtle out there.
Go catch
the videos online though have been crazy. Like New York is nuts right now.
Oh, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
See, that's what I don't understand. Is like, how are people like level grinding in this game? Because like you have to do everything physically yourself, and people are like
drive
crazy high level.
You drive. If you drive, it
stops it.
No.
There's like a limit to the
fast.
speed that you can travel at.
Usain Bolt must be pissed.
How many is that?
He backed out of the Olympic section.
Really?
He backed out of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. He got hurt.
Didn't he get
plus
some
no
dude
one wants
like?
to go to the Olympics.
I was gonna say it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it's in Rio and no one wants to go.
Yeah.
Didn't some
the
dude
Olympics,
drive a Segway into Usain Bolt? Like the last time?
Yeah, that did
a
happen.
good segue to our next topic.
Hey, that's a lot. I don't know where we're at. Which is Matthew's topic.
Yeah, haircuts.
Haircuts.
So here's the thing that I've been thinking about. A lot of human progress comes from experimentation. Really.
Okay.
You try something new and you see how it works. And I feel like there's a lot of room for that with haircuts, but it never happens. I'm really disappointed with that.
But I mean, look at the generations.
Yeah, but they're all like where the checkerboard, haircuts. Where at the
checkerboard
haircuts. They're so
like there's some shit out there,
but not enough shit.
Do weird stuff with their
There's some wacky hairstyles.
Yeah.
I think we need more haircuts.
Matthew, I agree with you to a certain extent because I've always wanted to dye my hair blue, but I feel constricted by society.
Yeah,
I feel like society does not condone doing that kind of stuff.
I want to see how I would look with a different hair color.
Yeah, what would actually, Paul?
That was Caleb. Sorry.
Oh, well, tell him to get lost.
Yeah. Caleb coming in from wherever he's at.
Kentucky, it looked like. I don't know what. Or back to Ohio? I don't know. It's probably in Kentucky. Regardless.
Anyway, Matthew, if you could get your dream haircut,
my
what would it be here?
I don't know. I can't. Tell what the ideal haircut is from my perspective. I need to see the terrain. Of
are you saying that like we're not trying, and it could be better?
Yeah.
Or are you saying like we should just like do whatever we want?
There should be more mainstream.
I see that though. There are a lot of traditional haircuts.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that do. But that's why we don't do it. Is because we think of people in such a different way if they have like a ridiculous hairstyle. I don't really care because at the end of the day, I'm putting a hat on. But like I was actually just thinking about this today before you told us what your topic was. I was thinking about going into the barber and just being like, hey, I'm looking to do something new.
Just fuck me up.
Like, I don't want you to fuck me up, but I was like, I'm open to suggestions. Because my last haircuts have come from friends of mine that are free. We had my friend Joanna come in and cut my hair, and she watched a YouTube video 20 minutes before she did it. She led me to believe that she had experience cutting hair, though.
Yeah,
That's why I originally agreed to it.
This happened to me. My roommate really wanted to cut my hair. He's like, yeah, I feel like you can definitely do this. Like, I've seen my barber do it enough times. I'm like, that is not a justification. You need to.
People go to schools to learn how to cut hair.
For real.
But it worked out. Yeah. Now my hair is kind of ridiculous. I need a haircut. My beard's still coming back from my first full clean shave.
You'll stop getting second thoughts.
I really hate when you like accidentally just like screw up trimming.
And then you're just like, it's ruined. Because it's just like, if you mess it up, you just are like, there's no way to save this.
Yeah, I haven't done that since like October, thankfully. But
yeah, this was the first time I've done it in like a year. But I'm getting there. It's been nice. It's a slow process.
I just want to say real quick that Dennis laying on my foot is overheating. Right now.
I'm sure it's weird.
Oh man,
it's like 1,000 degrees, and I can't get it out from under him.
He's also. I really need to stretch my legs out, and he's right there.
You are currently using him as a rest.
Now he's just he's
like,
just getting all huffy. You got a big sigh out of him though.
he's not so pleased.
Dennis, Mr. Dennis, he's not even moving. Oh, he's moving. He's like, get off of me.
I live tweeted a picture of Dennis to her.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
Oh, nice.
What are you? What is your Twitter handle?
No, it's the Chat Pack Live.
Oh, at Chat Pack Live. Dennis.
So
follow us up.
Yeah, follow us there. So,
if you guys
why do you think like,
you.
but like, haircuts? Do you think that we gotta wait for like a celebrity to do some crazy haircut for us to risk it? Or someone that we see?
I don't know. I think we need, as a society, to loosen our standards on experimentation and say, maybe that haircut looks god-awful, but thank you for trying it out for the rest of us so we don't have to try it ourselves,
I think you see that, though.
Similar to what you're saying, too, like, beards are a lot more popular now, and
they're a lot more accepted.
Accepted, yeah. Like, they were really popular, they kind of died off, and clean-shaven was the look, and now, a lot of more people have beards.
So it's the hipsters, man.
It's the hipsters.
Yeah. They're really innovating when it comes to hair.
They are.
They're doing a great job.
I feel like the problem is that we judge them for that,
But I don't judge them. I appreciate.
No, we do. As a society, we do.
Yeah, maybe you don't, Paul. Good for you, but
I mean, I feel like that's just kind of their. I feel like since it's part of their whole thing, they always put so much effort in their hair. They know it. They're like trying to show people that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like they do the curly Q mustache because they want people to see. I want the curly Q.
I'm not a big fan of affectations like that. I just sort of want to try to see what different styles would look.
Just different styles. So you're not saying like colors or anything like
maybe
that.
Okay. That could be
because you see a lot of people trying with colors.
Yeah.
Like, we've had some people that have done, like, blue or gray or silver.
Yeah. I had a friend who dyed his hair
purple.
blue.
I've seen purple work well, actually. Not the whole thing purple, but, a little, tinge of it.
Yeah,
that sort of, light, lavender kind of purple.
Yeah.
I think that generally, I don't want to overgeneralize here, but I feel like that's typically more of a female thing.
It is. For sure. It is.
Which is also a shame, I think.
Well, I think the women have a head start.
Yeah.
They've done a lot more with their hair than what men have done.
And I think
we have in the male realm we have Guy Fieri with his frosted.
And it's like if you work for a business, there are very strict rules of what you can actually have on your face or on the top of your head.
Or
for both male and female too.
Yeah, or if you want women to be interested in you.
Yeah, which
or men.
at some point, maybe just give up. But
yeah, exactly. So.
But that's interesting. I would, there's some things you don't want to think about like that, but well, there should be some more. But, some people I feel do risk, and, people can shave, messages or, logos and stuff into people's heads, which is cool, but then, after that event's over, aren't you kind of sick of, half your head being shaved?
Yeah.
Well, hey, but have you ever seen somebody and they have, a car, and on the car they'll paint, Pepsi or Adidas. or like whatever.
Are you being paid to advertise? For
Yes.
this?
He's trying to.
I'm just
I'm
licensed
trying to get some waves going. But you know how like they'll paint their car, and they'll be paid to do it. What if I just have
And they pay for your haircut.
on the side here? Yeah, they pay for your haircut. Adidas.
I
Right there, on the side of my head.
Do that, but if you want to do that, good
You
that
were
pays.
just saying
Yeah.
to be experimental, to try new things.
I just said I wouldn't do that. I think that would be a great thing for other people to try, though. If you want to do that, more power to you, Ben.
You can make some money on the side.
Yeah, that's great. That's what you want. Good for you, Ben. Follow your dreams.
Dye it blue, because that's Adidas's color.
And then a little bit of red.
Actually,
You're
yeah.
doing
Why
good.
do you like Adidas so much?
They're, European and hip and
Do
cool.
you not
They're
like
German.
America? Do you hate America?
They were founded by two
Do you hate
Nazis.
freedom? What do you have against freedom?
You're like that guy who pulled up to me. He's like,
You fuck
do you
with,
hate freedom?
You fuck with Donald Trump?
Y'all fuck with
How much time are we at, Trev? What's our time check
I
at?
saw something about
7:09.
40 minutes.
40 minutes?
42 minutes on
Alright,
the show so far.
Why don't we hit up one more?
let's do one
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
talk.
let's do Rogue One. I want to talk about Rogue
Well,
One.
hold on. Trevor wanted to talk about his
I
topic.
thought that was
Let's run
Caleb's.
this.
My
I mean-
apologies.
Either we can do that or we can do Rogue One. I want
A bunch of cool stuff about Rogue One just came out. If you guys didn't see this, I'm not big into Star Wars stuff, so they'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Well,
Rogue One
why don't
is
we
what?
Why don't we touch on the Mini-NES real fast? And then
Well, I
we'll
was just
slide
going to briefly do Rogue One and then finish with Mini-NES.
Okay, let's do
That's what I was.
Okay.
So it takes place in between Episode 3 and Episode 4, and the idea is it shows how they got the plans for the Death Star in Episode 4.
The Rebels. How the Rebels
So,
got
very
that.
cool sounding
Yeah.
presence.
But
Or
here's the
premise.
thing. Okay, I have not seen the newest release, but I was
You haven't seen Episode 7?
no the newest trailer
Oh,
release
I see.
trailer. Yeah.
The
It's-
behind
yeah.
the scenes trailer.
Yeah, it's like a background reel, so it has like a bunch of like sets and like characters and stuff. It's not actually a trailer.
Really
But
good
it's-
promotional art. I saw
It's
with
all
the
like-
Yeah,
package.
and it's see, I got this cool background of the Death Star over like a
Oh,
beach
yeah.
planet. Super
Well, that's-
cool. Sorry for you guys who can't see.
I
it,
think
like,
they're showing the
Google it.
behind the scenes too, because one of the big selling points is like, especially with the Force Awakens, is that everything's like traditional visual effects.
Yeah, it's like real sets.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah, as opposed
Yeah,
to
definitely.
the prequel trilogy.
Right.
And it looks
That,
really
they did that in
Oh,
episode
so
7
cool.
as well.
Yeah.
'Cause they really tried
Yeah.
to not have green screens
Yeah,
everywhere.
and it shows and it looks really good.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is, I was a little confused on the main female character.
Jen
Or
Erso.
so.
Yeah.
Not that I know.
What is she? She doesn't really seem like she's just a rebel, and because the opening scene of the trailer, she walks out and there's a Rebel Alliance guy with the weird turtle shell helmet he has, and with the
Lose the camera.
Yeah.
Keep talking about.
and he's carrying her with like handcuffs. So I'm kind of curious what her role really is.
I think she was some sort of criminal before she joined the Rebel Alliance, and that she's still sort of a wild card. And,
So they're definitely going for a little more of a dark.
Yeah, isn't
I think-
this supposed to be a grittier, darker?
Yeah, I think they actually had to reshoot a little bit because they wanted to lighten it up because it was actually sort of
So
out
dark.
of tone with the other 7 movies.
I've heard it's almost like the apocalypse now in the Star Wars universe.
That makes me excited, man, because Force Awakens was good, but it was just too much of the same thing we've seen, and it was just like, it was definitely cool.
Yeah. It was episode
Yeah.
4.
I think how we look at episode 7 is really going to depend on how 8 and 9 end up. Because if they end up like using that solid grounding to go off and do more like exciting things in Star Wars, it'll be like, okay, like great that they got back to the roots and then use that
Yeah.
do
To go
something
somewhere
new.
else.
But if they
Yeah.
just do 5 and 6 again in 8 and 9, then it'll be like you just did the same trilogy again. But
Yeah,
with new
exactly.
characters.
Which is what I'm worried about, but I also think there was so much expectations for the first one. We needed to see something.
you just need to
Yeah.
reestablish.
They had
and hopefully they don't flood it. I mean, Rogue One sounds cool, but like I don't mind
Well,
waiting.
I know there was also a Boba Fett spinoff that's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it,
Yeah.
I heard it got canceled, but
Yeah,
I don't know
and
where it
there's
is.
definitely a Han Solo one.
There is a Han
Yeah.
Solo movie, and I
Like
think
a
he just
young
got
Han
cast
Solo?
today.
Yeah.
Or they announced the casting
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
it's got a couple really good directors on it who did like the Lego movie, I think, and some other stuff. So should be pretty good.
But Matthew, have you been keeping up? I know you're a fan of Star Wars.
Yes.
So with the animated series.
I haven't.
You haven't?
actually.
Okay. I was kind of wondering if that kind of is going to lead into it, or
I don't know. Like,
Do you watch the animated series, Ben?
no, I haven't watched it since like the Clone Wars stuff.
yeah, that
they
was
had.
good. Also,
Yeah.
but I tried watching like the first episode, and it was just like not good. And I think it got better as like time went on because there's a lot of like newer stuff in it now.
See-
But it just seems like I'm not willing to wade through the first part where it's so bad to get to the more interesting parts. But it's got like Darth Maul now and
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of characters from like the movies and from Clone Wars and from like books and stuff that he brought in. So that's really cool.
I had heard that the TV show is like really, really good. Like I've heard nothing but good things about it. But the couple of times I've tried to watch it, I just can't get past like the visual style looks so
Cartoony,
childish
yeah.
almost. Like
Yeah.
not just cartoony, but like childish cartoony.
Yeah,
and I
maybe I
just
should
don't like
try
it.
Maybe I should try like watching the second season if it's that good. Because the first episode was just like really just not that good.
Yeah.
But maybe it gets better. Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I'll definitely watch it.
Rogue
I'm sure
One.
we
Rogue
should-
One.
Rogue
Yeah,
One
Rogue
DLC
One.
coming to Battlefront.
Really?
Yeah.
Battlefront was such a disappointment.
Really?
Those are pretty-
That's a topic for another time because I don't agree with that.
Okay.
And I want to talk. I want to let Trevor get to
We'll
his
jump
topic.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything huge to talk about.
God
I
damn it,
just
Trevor.
Nintendo announced the Mini-NES. They're talking about it's going to be $60. Oh, what's the chat
This
saying?
poopy chicken guy's really mean.
I have a pretty good guess who Poopy Chicken is.
Well, that's really uncalled for and mean.
So-
Poopy chicken. I don't appreciate.
Poopy
bullying
Chicken
Paul.
is a meanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
You hear that,
A
Poopy
big
Chicken?
face.
You're a meanie.
He said Paul, the guy in the jersey, looks fat, and we don't say that out loud. So
To be fair, though, I have not seen Apocalypse Now.
I haven't
So,
either. So
It's
You really
It's a
haven't?
crazy war movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what's his
Does it have
face?
a
Martin? Is it
helicopter?
Martin Sheen? It's like one of the Sheens, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it has that like really well-known helicopter scene with like it's like the fan blades going, and then it's a helicopter. It's like having a
Indiana Jones
flashback.
punches a guy. And
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
But anyways, no. So Nintendo announced Mini-NES. It's essentially just like the original NES, except it's $60 now. It's packed with like 30 games, I think, and
Yeah.
it's got a HDMI out, so you can play it on like a newer TV. So I was just kind of curious. I've played a lot of old classic games through emulation, and I just you can do that for free. If you have the computer that can do it. So I didn't know if you guys were interested at all in the Mini-NES. If you think. I think it's kind of a bad move for Nintendo after this whole Pokemon Go blow up. I don't know. I was kind of shocked to see that
It's a
they're
great
releasing.
idea for them. I
Really?
think. It's Nintendo and their gimmicks, dude. College kids that don't have, an expendable budget aren't going to buy it. People that game and collect things and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they're definitely doing it. And I was reading, too, it'd be easier for speedrunners.
But I mean, even think about a dad,
Oh,
who like actually
It's like-
may have grown up playing those games. He might get that for his kid.
Yeah, and it'd be easier to, kind of like show them what's up. And they're selling like controllers too, like that, so you can play multiple controllers. And the comment is distracting me. That's exactly what he wanted me.
I was gonna
That's
say
exactly what he wanted to have happen
I was
too.
gonna say something too.
There's a story behind that, but. It's cool, and it's like not for people like us, but for people like a lot of people said that they're interested in it because it's just like kind of gives you everything,
Yeah.
And $60,
$60
you
is a good
spend
price for
$60 and you get one game nowadays, let alone 60 or let
30
alone
games
30
and
and
a
a
console.
controller, and they definitely didn't. They're not gimmicky games. Like they put in like the real deal, like good ones. There's a Final Fantasy on there. There's like 3 Marios.
Oh yeah.
There's Kirby. I mean, they got everything.
They got
Tecmo Bowls on
all
there.
the
You
classics.
said, yeah.
Yeah. I know you hate it, but I got so
No,
excited
I
when
don't
saw
hate Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl's just broken because Bo
Yeah,
Jackson
but-
is just so much better than everyone.
So I just love.
Oh yeah,
Tecmo
no,
Bowl.
those sports games are great, dude. The NES had some real NES, just the ice hockey. That was a good one. It's a
Dude,
great hockey game.
we should-
Not a lot of good arcadey hockey games outside of Hits, and that's a series that should come back. Blitz, Hits, Slugfest, all of those.
Oh,
You
dude.
guys ever played Shell?
Oh
Of course
my
you played
god,
Chell, bro.
Sorry.
Chell.
Chelly.
Dude, we should totally we should do some classic arcade games on stream like
I'm
that.
down.
Throw it
That's
on.
my jam.
That'd be awesome. Drink some
I have a
beer.
world record.
a world record.
Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time is
Turtles
Super
in
Nintendo.
Make sure to show
Poopy
your
chicken.
IDs to anybody who's watching before.
What?
you drink
Before we
on
drink
stream.
beer. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you like show. Okay, all right. We'll definitely do that.
Just to be safe. You know, just to be safe.
What if a cop is
Because
watching?
Yeah.
everyone wants to see our addresses and full names.
yeah.
Maybe show
Yeah.
your social security
License
card
numbers.
as
Well, no, we'll hold the
Just
ID up, but it'll be completely blurred out. So.
Just trust that it's 21.
Oh man.
Turtles in Time is a great game though.
See, growing up, I had a Sega, so my game like that was Battletoads. I had Battletoads.
Dude, Battletoads. I played Battletoads, but
Battletoads.
Battletoads is brutal. It's like consider one hard. They had it on the rare replay for Xbox One, and like
Did you
I
It's
get
tough.
that.
Did you
Yeah.
guys see that like 4chan thread where they kept calling the same store and asking for Battletoads?
Yeah.
It was the
I did see that. Is it like
the
a
Pawn
GameStop?
Stars store, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I remember James Wells showed me the prank calls of Pawn Stars. Good times. Good times. Well, is that it? We gonna anybody any other comments? Anything we want to talk about?
I was just interested to see how you guys felt about it. I thought it was kind of a weird move for Nintendo, and
I think it'll. I mean, they're gonna release it right in time for the holidays, so it's a perfect
Makes
little
sense.
gift for
I guess
someone.
I just don't see the value in it because I feel like it's more geared towards someone who doesn't have the technical know-how or doesn't want to go and pick up like an old NES. You know what I mean? Because like you can play any of that right now on if you download an emulator for free and that
I
sort
don't
of
even think you
thing,
need
but-
to do an emulator. You can play most of those games probably in browsers at this point.
Yeah,
I've played
so-
some in browsers,
So
but like yeah, but
that's the only reason I don't really see.
Nintendo's. I mean, it's gonna look really good. It's gonna probably work really well. It's gonna,
Oh, yeah.
It's small too. Like that's the other thing. For some people that'll be great. Plus HDMI, so it'll look good. And it won't be laggy for, because there are probably some people that are playing
Honestly,
NES
more than
components.
that, I'd rather have a remake GameCube with an HDMI.
Yeah, dude, definitely. That'd be
cool.
great.
Yeah, that would
Nintendo
actually
would
be
be
But
nice.
I would have rather done the Super Nintendo. I think the Super Nintendo is
To
way
be
better
honest,
than-
That's
though,
probably next, honestly.
I bet you can make something pretty small that can run all three.
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say
Like
Definitely.
a computer.
Yeah.
Perhaps
That's the idea. Yeah.
Maybe you could go online as well and go to websites
Surf
where
the
other
web.
people post things.
Yeah. Like 4chan. Ask
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
you gotta stay off that. Why do you
Different
go to
websites.
4chan?
I do not go to 4chan.
You brought it up.
I've seen the images of it on sites that are not 4chan. Why would I go?
That's,
I don't think 4chan is a good place.
yeah, 4chan is not a good
It's a
place
scary
to
place to
be. Alright, so we're coming up on 54 minutes.
54 minutes. Well, I think that might wrap it up for this week's episode. I think we're going to go off air for a little bit. And
Do we have
then,
like an ending of the podcast ritual?
yeah, I'm going to give another rigmarole here
Okay.
in a second. But first off, thank you for joining us, Matthew.
Of course.
You
It's
know,
my
you
pleasure.
are always welcome
Yeah.
before you go off to.
You were a
Especially
real
if you're
pleasure.
replacing Caleb.
Yeah, you're hired. Caleb's out.
Great. Yeah, just let me know when you do
You
this again.
throw all stuff out the window, move in, and
Sure.
you're good to go.
Maybe we can just put his clothes all over the house. Maybe
Yeah.
put ham in one of
Because
his
that's
shirt
never been
pockets.
done.
Put his shoes in Jello. I don't know, man.
I'm so sorry. I missed
Shoes in
that.
Jell-O.
Oh, dude, it works. You know,
Oh,
he
it's
wasn't as
great.
phased as I thought, but
He
it
threw
was
Jell-O in my
hilarious.
car. He's very
Oh.
phased.
I did not see
Yeah,
that.
actually, that's true. Usually when Caleb goes out of town, we try to prank him. But we kind of dropped the ball this weekend.
Just
There's
lock
still
all the
time.
doors.
Yeah, but-
change the lock.
Just move out.
We have a fat head.
That's true. We do have a fat
You
head.
guys can
What?
do better than that.
Wait, before we end the stream, real quick, Ben, why was the fat head in your room the other morning? I saw it chilling.
Oh,
there.
so it's because I'm lazy. Because
Oh,
my
okay.
friend was over and he got fat headed. It's kind of like
Alright.
welcome, and I just
friend
never
Chris.
did.
I woke up.
My friend Chris Matthew, who I love dearly.
It's cool. Dennis likes me.
Where did Paul just go?
I don't know. He had to go.
Probably
Probably using the bathroom. Number one, probably.
number one.
Yeah, I think he's getting the fat head.
Paul, we're
Actually.
trying to finish the show right now.
For those of you on the audio only, we have a giant picture of Paul's face held up to the camera.
Excessively large picture of Paul's face.
It's like the size of a man's chest. Or a large woman's chest.
It's perfect. It's wonderful.
Yeah. I think that's all we got, really. So, Paul, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah. Sundays, 6:30, 6:30, depending on how we're doing, what's going on. Right here, twitch.tv/chat_pack. Everything else, we're going to upload it starting this week, day by day. We'll have each topic come out Monday through... How many topics do we have? We have 5 topics?
4 or 5, yeah.
Boom. We're going to do a topic each day. We might release 2 on Thursday, and Fridays we might keep our video game thing, because hang with us tonight. Ben is going to be setting up a Civ.
Well, I'm not sure, actually, because I have Civ only on that computer there, and I don't think we have streaming stuff set up on that
You
computer.
can install your...
We can set it up.
We can? Okay.
Yeah. But that's the plan for tonight. If not, we'll probably end up streaming some form of video game tonight, just to keep it going. But tune in for daily streams following that. We're going to get on it, and we're going to get going with doing it each day. One of us playing some games, showing something. I've been playing Age of Empires lately. It might not be very exciting to watch, though.
We're on the RTS roll right now.
Yeah, but we're gonna start.
Somebody play StarCraft.
Yeah, we do that. Ben can do that. Also, be tuned, especially for our extensive collection of N64 games, which we are going to work on dedicating specific time. But Sunday, 6:30, right here, twitch.tv/chat_pack. Everything else, Twitter, YouTube, Chat Pack Live, all one word. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Caleb still sucks. Hopefully, says Matthew isn't going to come back.
Is that Caleb?
No, Paul, that was when you went up the stairs to get the fat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm back,
Matt's
and I'm here. And we'll be here Sundays.
we always want Matthew to come on.
Yes.
Matthew is a great guy, and we loved him on the podcast.
Thanks,
so.
man.
And we're here
Thanks,
Sundays, 6:30, twitch.tv/chat_pack, YouTube, Chat Pack Live, Twitter, Chat Pack Live. Peace!
See you.